Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday, y'all. Yes, it is. So rise and shine. Your girl is rocking this two-piece blue skirt set for church. And I paired it with some blue stick your feet in sandals. And you know your girl is coming through with the curls for the girls. Anyway, today is Sunday. I want you to have a reset day. Reset your mind. Rejuvenate your spirit. Reset your goals. Let's go and get prepared for the week. Take time out to breathe and just enjoy your day. You have a joyful day. All on what? That's right. All on purpose. And make it peaceful and positive while you're at it. I want you to know you're loved. I love you. And God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love you. Bye. Hey, y'all. Hey, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. I'm out of church and I done pulled up here. I'm out here where I used to live in Cordova. I came to the farmer's market. It's more of like an international grocery store. I'm in here looking for something particular. I want some flavored seaweed snacks, and I'm hoping they have it out here. So I came out here after church to try to get me some. How y'all doing this fine Sunday? How you doing this fine Sunday? Let me get out of this car and go in here. Y'all, who knew they had all these different aloe vera juices? Well, if you want some, come to the farmer's market. I ain't never seen these drinks, y'all. Aloe vera juices. Yeah. They got jackfruit. I ain't never seen no jackfruit in person whole. Dragon fruit. You can get just about anything you can think of out here at this store. That's what I love about it. I'm gonna get me a couple of these plums. Hopefully they some good. They look good. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me put y'all down. I got me 3 plums. Got some strawberries in the house. They got all kind of stuff here, just so y'all can see. I mean, it's just a wide range of all type of things. You know, you don't normally see a fruits and vegetable aisle kind of so extensive like this. So if you ever want something, it's in located. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. It's located in Cordova here, and look at that. They even got the khaki fleece and all of that stuff. So if you ever want to get something, you can. In the International Farmers Market. Y'all, what do? Do you eat? It's over here in the thing. They got banana flour, fresh bamboo, leaf vanilla, leaf cactus, coyote black, squash coyote. There's some of this stuff I ain't never seen in my life. But this more of an international market, so you can come and get you some of everything. It's located in Cordova, Tennessee, and Memphis. So if you ever want to come and shop, you can, and get some of everything that you can think of here. Again, just about everything you can think of. Jimica. Look at that, y'all. Everything you can even imagine. I'm just giving y'all a little tour of it while I'm in here. I need to find what I'm looking for and get my tail out of here, though. I asked the guy if they had seaweed snack. He told me aisle 11. Y'all, if you eat noodles, all kind of seasonings that you think, you know, for any kind of like national type. So if you're Hispanic, you're Asian, or whatever, African, you can get a lot of your stuff right here in the farmer's market. It's like I said, it's more of an international type market. It has American stuff too. So, excuse me, you can get just about, you know, anything you can think of here. And I love shopping here because, you know, if you come, more than likely you're gonna find it. You know, they're gonna have things outside of, you know, even international type snacks outside of what a Kroger or Publix or You know, Publix not here, but I'm just naming just a regular chain, like grocery store, you know. So my knees are hurting. Only thing about it, they don't have carts here, so I'll kind of like, I'll just show y'all. Y'all see this? Like if you do curry, it's all here, all kind of seasonings and flavoring. And that means they even have huge boxes of white rice in the big box cooked. And see, this is what I mean about the seaweed snacks. You can get all kind. Yeah. So you don't know, but it's just, I gotta find the kind I need now. That's the only thing. I want the teriyaki flavor. But you see how much options you have as opposed to a regular grocery store. Y'all, let me get off here and look for what I'm looking for, and I'll get back with you. And this is just some of the candies and the little different snacks and stuff. I used to try a lot of this stuff just when we lived out here, just to try it. But just the different stuff they have so you can see it. So, I mean, this is just one little section. So, like this is another section. They have sections and sections after this of different snacks. So, hold off for a minute. All that walking around in the store. I get compliments on these nails, y'all. They some darn press-ons. This is the second week. Somebody said, where you get your nails done? At home with some press-ons. Anyway, I got these kind right here. I've never tried these before. They just savory roasted. Then I got the Korean. Yeah, I eat these. I like chips, but I eat these. Try to eat these in place of chips, because y'all know I was a chip fanatic. I ate the Korean barbecue can. And then they had a little 3-pack of some. I said I'm gonna try these right here. And I can't read nothing on here, so yeah. That's a 3-pack. I said I'm gonna try them because I didn't know what it was saying, but I'm like, well, what the heck. But still, at the register, guess what got you, girl? Some darn Buffalo Ranch chips. And I'm gonna taste these, and I'm gonna eat 2 of these or 3 of these right now. Hope I like them. They're a Ridge chip. Okay. Buffalo Ranch. It's hot, y'all. I'm gonna get home and get me some food. I had a bottle of water for church, but I didn't drink it up. That's what I should have been buying now. A dead blasted bottle of water. Okay, y'all, we're gonna open one of these. It say a peach. I don't know what that means. We're gonna see how these taste. But like I said, there's so much stuff in there. I didn't even cover a portion of the store. I was just showing y'all some things. If you live in this area, you know. But do they have a market like that where you are? Where you live? Like, you know. And that's the classic seaweed. Let's see how it tastes. It's got a hint of sweet to it. It's pretty good. I like regular seaweed though, so. It's the roasted kind. But it just got a little hint of sweet. Pretty tasty. Y'all have some. I'm not selfish. Have some seaweed. Let me get my tail on. Take this wig off, take these clothes off, and fix me some food. I don't know that I'm cooking no major meal. I got some broccolini and some spaghetti squash I am going to put in the oven. I do have some spaghetti sauce frozen in the freezer, so I might just do that. That's a simple enough meal. Anyway, I'll chit chat with y'all later. Y'all know I always say be peaceful on anybody that's going into the work environment and the corporate world. It's just a nice resource book to have. I don't go by all the laws, but I think there's some great things in there. But I recently got this book called The 44 Laws of Peace. I'm going to put it in the description below. If y'all get a chance, read that book. And this is just some self-work you can do in the back too. Just how to, retain your peace and keep the peace and keep peace in your life. And I think that it's wonderful that, I try to do that all on purpose. I'm not, if you start disturbing my peace, I'm going to throw up the church finger. Excuse me, let me get up out of here type thing. So, but if you get a chance, do read that book. It's not a big book, And one of the principles is look to understand and not debate. I'm not going to have no debate with you. It ain't worth it. But anyway, yeah. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm trying to figure out. It's not even open yet. I need some gas because I'm on a quarter of a tank. But then my stomach trying to go to boom, boom, to boom. You just don't know what this premenopause, menopause, whatever it is going to do. It ain't been a year yet, so I ain't in no full-blown menopause. But I tell you what, it can start anytime. Only thing I don't like is the hot flash. Like I said, I can snatch this wig off right about now. I don't know. I'm thinking about either getting some sister locks or getting it cut, permed and cut, a pixie cut. I ain't decided which one. I'll go bald. So either way, I done had long hair, short hair, whatever. Don't care hair. And I'll slap a wig on in a minute when I want to change. I ain't been at the Shelby Farms in a minute. I need to come out here one day next week. And I was going to come today, but like I said, my stomach is just, I love just sitting by the water watching people. And, it's just really enjoyable. It's a little bit different feel than what going out. And then I get out and actually walk at the Shelby Farms because they have the benches just right. How they're situated. The parking is close and stuff like that. So it's the different. I enjoy going to Olive Branch Park too, but it's a different jive. If you catch my drift. But anyway, I thought I saw the fair was coming here. Are y'all doing any fairs or anything like that? I was sitting up here thinking about what I want to do on my birthday, and I was telling Amber, shoot, you go for a day somewhere, you might well get ready to spend in 2 days $1,000 easily, even on a little road trip. So by the time you throw the hotel in there, they $2 something a night, then you eat and do a little something, you can spend $1,000. So, and I'm really trying to tighten up on my finances. So I told her I don't know. I was thinking about going. I ain't been to Nashville in a while. So I told her maybe we'd go to Nashville for my birthday. I'm thinking about my birthday. If you're not a person that enjoy the heat, people be talking about, yeah, I was born in August. I love the heat. Well, no, not me. No. Just because you were born in a month don't mean you want to be hot. I like how pretty it be in the summertime, the sunlight. It's just the sun does something to your spirits. Even if you feel that down there, that sunlight hit you, you be like, yeah, the glow. Y'all, we were talking, right? I'm just talking, y'all. It's funny how I say I prefer this. How the girl was talking about how people, your friends can be undercover shady. They always trying to humble you, especially if they see you come up. I would prefer they do. How many times I say, if they fine with you as long as you, okay, how many outfits you gonna put on? I'm about tired of you shopping. Don't know the background of why I have so many clothes or whatever. It just be funny to me. And what wig you got on today? I prefer not to wear inexpensive clothes. Well, do you now? Okay. That's how you know you doing something. When they get that undercover shade, that little slick. They think they being slick, but that slick shade, And don't let you be the chosen one in the room. Well, I'm just gonna use men as an example, and they think they supposed to be the one getting the attention, and you getting their attention. Honey, you gonna get all kind of shade or whatever. It just be funny to me. I just be like, honey. And this is a young girls group, and then the one girl was saying, and these people were actually agreeing with this. unless you got a theme party, right? A theme birthday something, and you said, well, I'm gonna wear red, I want all of y'all to wear white. And then if your friends show up in red, then you can say they're a hater. But if y'all going out and you wear whatever you want and your friend is dressed to the nines, why should she have to dress down? And you know this is not something out of her norm. This is not something out of her norm, right? She dressed to the nines, like she always do. And then you going to throwing a hissy fit. This was an extra video. You throwing a hissy fit because she coming out, you know, stunning on them. I guess that's what the young folks say. She coming out stunning like she always do. And the girl said, you know, when you could have put on something else because you always getting the attention. Child, I think that friendship will have to be over because, you know, I'm like, what I'm supposed to do? Cover myself up? And I mean, the girl wasn't revealing nothing. She just was looking nice. You know, what I'm supposed to do? Just look like a mess because you want me to? Make that make sense. I'm like, oh, Lord, honey, no. That ain't no friendship. And people was telling her, you know, you need to be careful of her because the girl actually broke down and started crying. Told her you should have wore a jean skirt or something because you know they're going to be looking at you instead of me. And that's my birthday. And I'm like, what in the world? Honey, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, girl, you look good. You look good, girl. You really look good. My friends, I'm going to be trying to cheer them up. What's that song? Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. And you should want your friends to look. Why you want somebody around you that you got to be feeling like they looking less than? You don't want your friend to be at their best and present their best like they want to. Why they got to be looking less than so you can feel good about yourself? That's something, a self thing that you need to work on. You know, if it's your wedding, of course I'm not trying to show up in no wedding dress. I'm not trying to show up in white. But you see what I'm saying? That'll be one thing. That'll be a friend that's a hater. But if a friend stepping like they normally step, let them step. I'm going to be, hey, baby, you looking good. You look cute. You looking cute. Anyway, what y'all think? Let me get off here. I'm supposed to be paying attention. Paying attention. Paying attention. It take me about 25 minutes to get home. I should have. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I don't need to spend no money. All I bought in there was that seaweed. I bought a lettuce and I bought 3 plums. That was enough. Because I don't know about these plums. I got some plums the other week at Sam's and they wasn't good. I took them to work and gave them away. They were glad to get them. Well, more power to you. Because they wasn't good. They wasn't firm enough for me. I like a firm plum. And now I'll sit there for a minute trying to find the firm plum that I wanted. You know, I went through a whole, because they had a whole big thing, but they wasn't like, I like them with a little crunch to them. That makes sense. And they be a little tart tasting when they like that. I like a tart plum. I said I was going to get off here. I know y'all used to me. Probably said, yeah, you always said it and then you keep on running your mouth. Carolyn's passing on my birthday. They were having breakfast at the church in the vestibule, in the hall or somewhere. At the 8 o'clock service. I wasn't even going to do something at 10 o'clock service because they had envelopes you can, give him a love offering for his birthday if you wanted to. Which I think is so nice, So this is a reminder. This is a reminder. Y'all don't be trying to jack up dad. If you got a good dad, a good man in your life who's standing in the gap, that's dad and always there and doing what they supposed to do. Next Sunday is Father's Day. I know y'all be going all out for the mothers. And I ain't saying do this. Okay, yeah. Okay, do something nice for dad too, but don't just do no slouchiness for dad. Father's Day coming up. Don't be throwing a tie over there at the last minute, saying, here, Dad. Just think about something Dad really want to do something cool for Dad. That's all I'm saying. So, I got a couple of guys at the church I am going to get something too, because they always make sure I'm good, and they always speaking and stuff. They sit around me, so I'm going to get them a little and that's people in your life. I'm going to get them a little car air freshener, a little gift card or something for breakfast. Because they always nice. Two of them wasn't there today, but one came in, make sure he speak to, make sure I'm good, all the time, So I'm like, that's very nice to have people, in your life that really think enough of you to see about you. Or sometimes, so I said I would give them a little love. Our Carmen's supposed to be back. I don't know if I told y'all, Carmen had a loss in her family. She lost her nephew. So she's been in Vegas, and she called me the other day. And well, she had texted me before, and then we called and got a chance to talk. Because I've been trying not to, bother Carmen, because I'm like, you with your family, y'all grieving. That's her 91-year-old sister's son passed. I say, and so I'm not, trying to be a disturbance to you, because I'm gonna be here. You come back, we can hang, and when you come back, you be with your family and do with your family. So she said, sis, I'm gonna be back Tuesday. I'm gonna be back Tuesday. I said, okay, sis, I'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you sometime next week anyway. So that's that on there. Y'all, I just had a week of vacation, right? And I was looking at my vacation balance. I carried a week over, and y'all know I take my week of my vacation off. But I was trying to decide if I want to take a floating day or flex day or something before the end to kind of tie it in. I planned out my vacation, and I got like 4 days I can fluff, and still would have carry over next week, because we go for Amber's birthday in February, and I think I'm gonna take like 8 or 9 days during February. And of course I always take Memorial Day week off, but I get a lot of vacation time, plus I carry over a week. So right now I got almost 7 weeks, so I'm gonna have to, but then I'll be like, well, I ain't going nowhere. You almost hate to waste your days when you ain't going on. But I enjoyed last week. I just stayed at home. I didn't have to get on no computer. As a fact, I ain't even checked my own personal email last week. And I done got in the habit of not checking it. I ain't checked it at all. I ain't checked it hardly the week I was on vacation. I didn't check it last week. I need to go on and clean it out today. And I was supposed to, because I got all kind of dresses. I call myself trying to migrate some dresses from my front guest room to my closet. I'm trying to back and forth. I'm trying to move the winter dresses down there and move my summer dresses to my closet, so I don't have to be back and forth in those closets. But of course I went last night. Ask me why I went last night. I guess you say you ain't stopped talking yet. Ask me why I went last night. I can't go there, and I might have to come back out. Went up there and got 2 dresses, cause I had this outfit laid out. This in a like a pale green outfit. I somewhere one of the other. Ask me why. I was like, I don't feel like changing purses. I had a black purse, right? I could have wore a black purse with this. Don't ask y'all. That's crazy. I said, so I go up there and get 2 dresses. I get a black and white dress, and I get an all black dress up front. So they all laying on my little treadmill now. Didn't make no sense. And guess what? I still end up wearing. And then let's change purses this morning to this light blue. You know when we were growing up, we used to call this baby blue. Even though it's light blue, we would call it baby blue. But anyway, so I end up wearing what I had out in the first place. Do y'all do that? Because I always try to get my clothes out, because that's my, and sometimes I could be indecisive on stuff. You know what I don't understand? I'm just not real big on being late to stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm late sometimes, but to make that a habit just to be late all the time is crazy to me. That irks me to my core. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'll call y'all back for real. I'm going to call y'all back for real this time. Child, it had got a little rough. Your girl had to whoop on home for a minute. I didn't think I was going to make it. You know how you be sweating bullets to get to the restroom. That's what it was. So, I done came. I got to go back out, because when I tell y'all I'm close to E, I'm so close to E in this car right here. I ain't going way back to Costco though, but I'm going over here. I'm hoping by the time I get through with this and getting gas that Abby's is open. They open at 11. It still might be a little bit early. I don't know, but I'm hoping. And if so, I'm going to whip on there and get me something, because Lord knows I am not going to cook. I had some packages I had to get in and put them in the house. And I would be amazed when they deliver your stuff on a Sunday. But yeah. So, your girl gonna whoop on and get her some petrols and do what I gotta do, and hope Abby's be open by then. And my brother and my daughter done made me want me a hamburger steak that I don't want to make, because they both done had some recently. That's all they've been talking about. So I'm like, you know what? I might whoop on and get me a hamburger steak. I got some broccolini I need to cook up because I don't want it to go bad. So that's about all your girl gonna cook. Because I done changed my whole trajectory. Unless Abby's is not open. Anyway, I'll call y'all back. I'm at the Shell. It's real warm out here. I got this little sweater on because it'd be cool in church. But whew, I gotta take this thing off. I'm just at the Shell. It's $3.39 for premium. I know it's $3.09 at the Costco, but I wasn't driving over to Costco. I only got $25 worth. I'll fill up at Costco later on. But even if I drive this car all week to work, it's not gonna take the $25. But I'm probably gonna drive my Toyota because I need to take it out to my mechanics one day when I get off work for him to do a couple of little small items to it where I can sit and wait at his house while he doing it. But anyway, that's that on that. Oh, I thought I had to begin the fuel, and I'm just. Man, this. I thought I had started the darn thing. I'm looking around. I'm just over here talking to y'all. Thing hadn't done nothing. Just was sitting there. Till my begin fuel. I know one thing. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock now. I've been fumbling and lollygagging around. So by the time I get through, I am not cooking today. I'm gonna go over to Abby's. Abby's ought to be open. I hope they ain't got no long line. It's still a little early. Most people, you know, most people get out to church a little bit later. So I'm hoping I catch it. You know, I don't mind 2 or 3 calls. But it's still better than going home and standing up in a hot kitchen cooking. I do need to boil some eggs, like I said, for my meal prep next week. I got a lettuce. So I'm gonna make some salad. It's gonna be salads, and I got the rest of that rotisserie chicken. I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm just gonna throw that rotisserie chicken on some salad next week, for at least the first few days, and make it do what it do. You know how you do. And of course, I could have just cooked it. If Abby's too crowded, I can eat some of that rotisserie chicken again today, and throw that broccoli in the stove. It don't take much for me, thankfully. Yeah. Well, it'll finish fueling. So that's that on that. Y'all know I can't stand to pump gas. That's why I do like to fill up my car every time I come, you know, when I do get gas, because it's just more convenient to fill up your car than to what's the name? I had a winning lottery ticket and I turned that in. So I'm back over in Memphis, by the way. I turned that in, and I got me some pork rinds and a drink, Coke Zero, because they got the 24 ounce on for $1.79, and you know you can't beat that. Let me get my butt in this car. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me get situated. Okay, I had my real purse in my purse. So you put that back out. You know, if they get in and get this other purse, they gonna be real disappointed, because honey, it was empty. I got me 2 Mother's Day lottery tickets. Let's see if they some winners, y'all. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's scratch off the lottery. Let's scratch off one of them anyway. I'm be fooling around just in case if it's in that major money, I can take my hind parts back in the store and get my coins. You can get up to $500 in the store. Child, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, suck it now. She ain't want none. I thought I had done something. Y'all. Ah, it's winner, chicken dinner, though. Winner, chicken dinner. Guess what? I won $3. The ticket cost $3. Well, I got my money back. Anyway, y'all, let me get off here, get my tail on over here to Abby's and get me something to eat. You know, Abby's ain't but a few minutes away from my house, so put my seatbelt on and get the cranking, crack-a-lacking. Whew. Y'all, I'm ready to get home and get this wig off, because your girl is sweating like a Hebrew slave today. Whew. Yeah. Let's get on home. Well, no, I'm going to get my food first. Get me some hamburger steak, some mashed potatoes, and some greens. I might get a double hamburger steak You know what? Thank y'all for that idea. I'm going to get a double hamburger steak. Well, Mr. Going on with your motorcycle. I'm going to get a double hamburger steak. Can y'all see him? He all switching and swerving all in traffic like he ain't got good sense. With his motorcycle self. Anyway, I'm going to get the double hamburger steak. I'll get a mashed potato, macaroni and cheese, and double greens. That way, I'll have lunch tomorrow, too. Because, you know, I'm going to eat half. And yeah. Look at y'all. Y'all smart. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say about y'all. We are here. The horses out grazing. It's so funny when you, like when you live in a small town in a country type living. The kind of, this used to just be all country. This is still a small town, so it's funny when I come and I see, like in people's actual front yard, they got a nice home, but actual front yard to see horses grazing. You know, that's the kind of stuff you see on the road. You know, when you ride out in the country and stuff, it's a norm. But, you know, when you see this place, they done built it up kind of like a neighborhood, you know, city right next to the city. It's just kind of odd to see. Still, you know, they got the horses out grazing. They got 2 horses out grazing in their front yard. I just think it's, oh, sorry y'all, I just think it's kind of funny. Do y'all see that, you know, often where y'all are? This thing here, I've got a new clip on my visor, and I didn't have it up good. Sometimes you don't learn how to work it better, because my thing, I broke it. I got another one, but I can't figure out how to. It's a different kind, the little thing for my dash, you know, dash camera. Y'all, oh honey, I know the last three Sundays, and you know, I tend to sometimes have a tendency to have a lead foot, but I thank God for grace, and I thank God that he didn't, you know, spare me from being the one caught and getting a ticket. But I wasn't doing speeding really, because I noticed they've been laying out tough. And I went over to Amber's house and my brother and dropped some stuff off to them yesterday. They was on Sam Cooper and they was on the 40, you know, handing out tickets and stuff. And I saw them today, this morning at 7-something in the morning. I said, do they have a quota they have to make at the beginning of the month? Because, baby, they was laying, they had cars pulled up on both sides of the road with tickets. I said, wow. So, of course, I wasn't speeding, but I was like, thank you, Lord. You know, I'm going to get my little feet up off this. Look, my friends talking about, you got them size 4s. I do have small feet, but they bigger than a 4. But he talking about, you don't get them size 4s up off the gas. Oh, honey, I'm learning to kind of, I told you after that whole incident. Now, I still deal when I'm on the road. We're on a road trip. I still have to watch myself because I have a tendency. Oh, they got a cute little Jeep. I get so tickled when I see people with Jeeps and have all them ducks lined up and they wonder. I think that's a Jeep thing they do. But anyway, whew. I'm going to get off here, y'all. I'll call y'all back. I'm going to wait till I get to Abby's, because ain't no telling I'm in all this jibber jabber I've been doing. Ain't no telling how long this vlog is. So I stopped at Abby's. I got my food. I got double hamburger. I got mashed potatoes and gravy, a macaroni and cheese, and a greens. So y'all split that up. The vegetables up, and I got a roll and a cornbread, so I split that up. And the girl was so sweet. I gave her $5 and told her happy Sunday. It just seemed like it made her day, you know. She was real sweet, but she was kind of looking sad, you know. So I said, you know, sometimes you just have to bless people, y'all. So if you go through the drive-thru and you can, bless the drive-thru worker. You know, I know sometimes we don't even think about, you know, and I know they work for their salary, so I'm just saying, I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying if you can, that it's not a requirement. No, it's just if you can. Sometimes just a little small gesture will make somebody's day and to kind of help uplift them through the day to know they are seen. You know, because a lot of times people take people that work at fast food places for granted. And I sure appreciate them, because your girl wasn't trying to cook today. Wasn't trying to cook. And you know, y'all, you know it be some nutty customers too. Let's just be for real. Let's just be whole for real over here. Anyway, I'll show y'all my food when I get home. But your girl gonna get undressed. But I'm gonna show y'all my food first. But your girl gonna get undressed and yeah, make it do what it do. Anyway, I'll call y'all back. know, sitting up here counting my little coins. I got $29. Got a last minute payday next Friday. I ain't going nowhere, so it ought to last. It's out of my allowance. I probably will have the same $29 unless I just do something splurgy or to put in my little savings. Because if I have some money left out of my allowance and stuff that I give myself, yeah, I give myself an allowance. Ain't nobody else gonna give it to. But if you want to send your girl an allowance, feel free. Feel free. I put it in one of my savings challenges. But anyway, I made it back home the same day I left. Well, I'm back in my neighborhood anyway. I ain't put it up in my garage yet. Not yet anyway. Oh, Lord. Okay, Jeep, get on down. Get on out the way. Move, get out the way. Anyway, y'all, they going somewhere. Where y'all going? Take your tail back home in the house. I need to buy my own business, though. Showed. They got their house for sale. I'm gonna go be nosy. I always look up the houses. Do y'all do that when the houses be for sale in your neighborhood? Do you look them up? They're Mr. Dix. They're Mr. Dix. I done made it home. I done made it home, y'all. I'll call y'all. Here, y'all. I got home. I got turnip greens, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, and double meat. So, and I got my roll and my cornbread down in the bag. So yeah, that's my meal. You see your girl and put on some pajamas. This is the attire for the rest of the day. But anyway, like I said, I don't know how long this is going to be. And one thing, you know how most restaurants, I love they crush ice. And I asked her for some water. She gave me a big cup. You know, I know I'm trying to give you a little cup, but she gave me a big cup. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. But anyway, I'm finna fix my plate, y'all. And finna grub, yum, yum. Give me some. Anyway, Pastor Norma told a story about how Gracie's Corner all went about and how it came about. It was an interesting story for sure. And just how you let God lead you and you answer your calling, basically. I'll try to put some of the sermon in here too. It's not the whole sermon because I just kind of take bits and pieces, and I missed that Gracie Corner part. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thank y'all again for joining me. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed week. I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love y'all. Bye.